Hi everyone, welcome to Water Tanks with stewiejp. I'm Stewie, you're not, neither any of these blokes, but you might see me in one or two of the replays in today. It's an extravaganza, that's right, extravaganza. Who doesn't love a good extravaganza? Not one, not two, not three, but four replays in one video. And today's Saturday extravaganza, just like a couple of weeks ago, it's going to be a 1AR Clan Wars extravaganza. 1AR have been tearing it up on the global map, and I do record these in advance. When I recorded this, we were sitting plumb third on the global map ratings, and look, I couldn't be prouder. I'll tell you what, I've had a great time. The players have had a great time. We're having good times, winning battles sometimes against clans some people say we shouldn't be beating, but we're beating everybody. At some point, we're beating everybody. This is T-Rack. T-Rack's in the EBR 105. Clan Wars, 15 versus 15, tier 10. This is 1AR versus Daddy Clan. T-Rack in the EBR 105. There's two EBR 105s, a GW E100. A few chieftains, a few 9-0s, some 277s and an IS-7. The lads from Daddy, the lads and ladettes from Daddy Clan. Shout out to those guys. They've been having a red hot go on the map as well. And Fog of War, as normal, with Clan Wars, Fog of War is enabled, so you don't see the tanks until you spot them. That's why you can only see on the right-hand side a few EBRs, a Leopard and a couple of 277s. The others haven't been spotted. These tanks over here with the dots next to their names means they've done damage, they've hit somebody. From out of sight. So it might be artillery, it might be a tank destroyer, or it might just be somebody who hasn't been spotted. T-Rack's running around in the EBR 105. The EBR 105, of course, it's a tier 10 French wheeled light tank. Tank? I don't know. Some will say it's a car. What do you want to call it? Anyway, it's in the game. It's very, very handy in Clan Wars because it can get to places quickly. Now, this is an old client, so that's why it's red and green rather than purple and green like I normally do my replays on, and sometimes they look a little bit buggy. However, T-Rack in his EBR 105 is looking around here, spotting the 1-2 line. You can see 1AR getting ready to pounce. There's a few heavy tanks down there in a corner, which you might think, what's going on down there? Who puts heavy tanks in the corners? Clan Wars is totally different to random battles. If you haven't already, check out 1AR's clan page. The link will be down below. If you're interested in doing Clan Wars, advances, skirmishes, shenanigans, who doesn't love a good shenanigan on a weekend? And of course, general platoons and good times as well. We're always recruiting, always looking for the right people with the right attitude, the right tanks, and the right. Well, mainly you got to laugh at my stupid jokes. That's the main criteria. Anyway, back to the game. T-Rack's been running around here. He's got a shot into the enemy EBR. He's looking at. He's looking to every now and then spot those tanks on the 1, 2, 3, 4 line, the western side of this map, if you like. 1AR I've set up pretty well in the magical forest on the eastern side. Now, this is one reason it's so different to random battles. Clan Wars, if you've never done it before, all 15 people in the same voice communications channel working together and hopefully making it happen. He gets hit there, but a wobbly wheel. You know, they're like wobbly wheel. You shoot the EBRs, you do no damage. All you do is a wobbly wheel. That's why we love EBRs in Clan Wars. He crashes into Big Joe, but it's okay. He's moving out the way now. Got a little bit of assisted damage for that. His wheels are still a little bit wobbly, so he's just going to pull out of the way until it happens. And Daddy making a push. It's straight down the one line. It's a blind push into these enemy tanks, into the 1AR tanks that are down there on the southern part of this map. And that's a good thing about having everyone in voice comms. When the artillery is ready to fire, the EBR knows to spot the tank. And when these heavy tanks are ready to pounce, remember, the chieftains and the other heavy tanks have grabbed the magical forest over there in the east, and that's where T-Rack's going now to help his mate Dark Knight in the other EBR over there on the east. PP Poetry. That's a pretty cool in-game name. That's who he's going for. He's clearly spotting, trying to get an auto lock on him, or maybe he's got it. Maybe it's not just coming up in the client. Chasing the EBR on 304 hit points. 201 damage done so far from T-Rack from 1AR Clan in the EBR 105. He's still got the HE loaded now to try to blow the head off the EBR possibly. Which of course the HE has got. It's high explosive. It's got a bit of a burst rating. It splashes stuff. It's exciting. Heat rounds are another option for this tank. 390 alpha damage, 240 pen, and of course APCR with 190 pen as the standard bullet in this tank. The lads and ladettes from Daddy having a big push down there in the south. 1AR in the 277s. Aussie Dino, Mini Eel, Legends. Oh, heaps of legends over there. Melways and Wasman down there in hold down positions trying to win that fight. 1AR are outnumbered here. Will they win this fight down there in the southwest? I'm not too sure. Let's keep an eye on T-Rack. Or is it Track? I don't know. He's picking up some spotting damage now though. Keeping alive, keeping his hit points in the game, running around the western, the hills, would you call it the hills or the mounds? The Conqueror gun carrier gets spotted, probably by the chieftain up there in the north. Well, that is me. How the hell did I get in this game? Well, hopefully he sent me one where I didn't do too badly, because we all know We all know the other Stewie likes sending me replays where I do SFA in the Clan Wars battles. 2-2's the score. It's anybody's game at this time. The Chieftains have been moving. They were in the Magical Forest. Looks like the Chieftains have been moved back to the 3 line because that's where the fight's going to be, and that's fair enough. The game glitching a little bit with the replay. T-Rack having a great time just surfing on these ridge lines, keeping him spotted for artillery. And oh, the artillery's dead. Never mind. Don't worry about it. Sometimes it happens. Big brawl happening in the south and another brawl happening in the north. Looks like the Chieftains are moving in to the southern part of the map, and T-Rack, or Track, or whatever he wants to call himself, is coming to join the fight and put a few shots into the back of these enemy tanks. 3-4 the score. Looking there, fires one into the dirt. Probably wanted to get rid of the high explosive round, to be fair, and is trying to get behind these enemy tanks just to farm a little bit of damage. Shoots and bounces the Object 277. stewiejp gets taken out in the Super Conqueror. No relation. T-Rack, though, having a great time in the EBR. It's fast, it's furious. Looks like there's a one-shot there. Oh, he doesn't pin that either. What's going on? Looks for the one-shot, doesn't get it. Goes to help Big Joe with the Object 277, and that's what he wants to do. Look for the weak spots in the back of the tank. Shoots the Object 277 in the back of the head for 435 hit points. That sounds like a bit of a high roll. Average damage is 390 on this gun. Not a bad one. They've won the southern fight, and now it's time to take the fight to the north. Now, T-Rack, having not lost too many hit points at the beginning of the game, we all know what it's like in a light tank or a bat chat or something like that in a random battle. It's so tempting, at least for me, it's so tempting to go spotting shit and get my head blown off, and then, you know, I generally end up apologising. Goes for the HE round again, shoots a Leopard 1 and kills him. No problems whatsoever. Is a Conqueror gun carrier still down here? Carrier or carriage? I don't know. There he is on 51 hit points. Auto aims again, shoots and kills. And you might say, look, yeah, he's auto aiming a bit. Yeah, but he's also doing 90 kilometres an hour. 9-6 the score. T-Rack's got 2 kills, 800 damage, 311 assisted damage. Great turnaround, great relocation, I guess you might say. Shoots the enemy EBR, that time for 506 hit points. That was a high explosive round, and I think this next one might be. The enemy EBR shoots and misses. T-Rack comes around, goes for the kill shot, gets it, brings up his kills to 3, and that's 1,507 damage, and a pretty healthy scoreline, 11-6. 3 kills to T-Rack from 1AR clan. T-Rack or Track? I don't know, I forgot to ask him. T-Rack or Track? What a legend in the EBR. 3 kills. Wasman's got a couple of kills as well in the 907, as does Melways. Von the Burglar in the Chieftain. Big Joe, also in the Chieftain. Mini Eel in the 277. Aussie Dino, Harry, Doomy, Stewie JP. Somehow I died. I'm not too sure what happened there. I probably would have hung shit on me. Or maybe that just put me in a shit position. Who knows? 11-6 the score. 4 tanks remain. The Super Conqueror, the Object 140 and 2 EBRs. Were the other EBRs low? I'm not sure. Maybe. T-Rack going to flush out that A9, A0 corner, which sometimes hold down tanks like the Super Conqueror could be hiding. Where are they? Where have they gone? Everybody's travelling east now. Now, of course, with Clan Wars, you might say, well, why don't you just cap? Well, when you're winning 11-6, Clan Wars this season, bang, for the ram kill. There you go. Clan Wars for this season, you don't win so much gold, at least in one AR's case, you don't win so much gold for holding land. It's more for completing missions, and the missions can be on landing zones, revolting provinces, designated provinces, which, you know, every clan, I guess, has different designated provinces. As T-Rack picks up a lazy Top Gun in a Clan Wars battle, and you get gold and points for those missions, which are to kill tanks, to do damage, and to all stuff like that. Anyway, that was our first game. There's going to be 4 replays in today's video, all featuring 1AR Clan Wars Extravaganza. T-Rack from 1AR Clan Wars Legend, the EBR 105. He did plenty of spotting. He had something to do with the deaths of all of those tanks that you can see on the right-hand side of your screen. And how did he go with damage and stuff? Let's have a look. 2,381 hit points of damage, 6 kills, 1,309 base experience. That would have been an ace in a random battle. Easy peasy. And Big Joe did 3K. A good spread of damage, 1AR. Von the Burglar, 3.5K. That's why we love him. And good spread of damage, good teamwork by 1AR. Patient and quality clan. Didn't make any money, possibly didn't have a clan credit booster on, which we normally do, but never mind. Let's have a look at game number 2 of this extravaganza. It's EBR again. This is Dark Knight. We saw Dark Knight in that last game with T-Rack in the EBR. This one I'm not in, so I can't make a fool of myself, and I didn't even see how much damage I did in the last game because it doesn't matter. It's a team game. Dark Knight in his EBR 105 running around the hills of Redshire like a crazy person, running around, getting spots on the enemy team. Didn't take any damage. He found a few tanks. He found the Chieftain, a couple of EBRs. Looks like they're over there in the east. This is 1AR versus VAM. VAM, Vincere or Morty. Conquer or die. Nice. Love it. VAM have been playing for a long time as well. I've met some of these blokes in real life. And absolute gents. Absolute gents. They're having a good time on the global map as well, as are we. Let's have a look at this game. What's Dark Knight going to do? Dark Knight in the EBR. This time it's a little bit different. IMC Jimmy in a Conch GC. I must have been at work. I must have been at work when this game was happening. We've got Hammer and Sickle in his IS4, Provectus in the mouse. Killer Romeo in his Object 277, a few Chieftains there, Hitman, Big Joe, StewiejP, no relation, Von the Burglar, and Jumpy. We all know Jumpy. Recruitment Personnel Officer of the Century. Critical, T-Rack, Power Slide, EBRs, Object 140s, 3 Artilleries, Wasman, Spaz, and IMC Jimmy. See what IMC Jimmy does. You never know with IMC Jimmy. You never know what he's going to do. Dark Knight doing a great job here. Doing circles. Bit of circle work, you might call it. If you come from the country and you got it, you might do a bit of circle work sometimes. Driving around, doing a few burnouts on the hills of Redshire, looking for spots on the VAM's team. You can see that some have been pushed onto the eastern side of Redshire. And again, 1AR doing a little bit of a different strategy for what we're known for. Hiding some Chieftains and Object 277s in the northeast corner. A mouse and some mediums up in the northwest corner with the Conqueror, with the artillery pieces. And Dark Knight running around like a crazy person, as is Power Slide in his EBR. And they've sort of split the map in two by the looks of it. Dark Knight having a great time, doing a few jumps in the middle. And Power Slide trying to get spots on the eastern side. Some of VAM's tanks have been spotted on the east, some on the west, a few in the middle, but it looks like, what's that, 3, 6, 8 tanks, so close enough to half the team have been lit. And 1AR just showing patience, working out where the bulk of VAM's forces are, and they'll probably react accordingly. I hope so, anyway. Drinks are getting dry. 0-0 the score. Dark Knight, in driving around and doing a few jumps, has already picked up 1,186 hit points of assisted damage. So that's possibly maybe from the artilleries, looking at how 1AR have been set up. Or maybe someone's got a few lucky, cheeky, snipey shots out as he respots the middle. And again, as mentioned in the last game, we've got 3 artilleries and a couple of light tanks. And the artilleries are talking to the light tanks. So well, wait till we've got 3 of them. Wait till we're all loaded and ready to fire. Then spot it, and all 3 artilleries can go bang. Picks up another 359 assisted damage into the Object 277. Over there, the one over there on the western side. No longer spotted, but the one near is it a castle over there? I'm not too sure. Spazman in the Conch GC and IMC Jimmy indicating their reload times by hitting the F8 key or the T key in game, which is exactly the right thing to do. Even in randoms, I reckon. Even in randoms. Gets some more spots, finds some Chieftains and a couple of 277s. Gets spotted in the process. Brings his assisted damage up to nearly 2,000 hit points, with somebody getting some damage into the Chiefs. Over nearly 2,500 hit points now as he continues to spin around. What's that song? Spin me right round, baby, right round. Dark Knight, what a legend in the EBR. 2,500 assisted damage already. He's put 1 shot of damage into one of the tanks, possibly the enemy EBR, for 395. The score's still 2-2, and bit of map ping going on. Looks like 1AR may be ready to make a move. The light tanks have done their job. Spotted a lot of the team. Not all, but a lot of the team. It sounds like there might be an artillery piece somewhere on VAM's team, which is clearly not lit. And that could be what this tank is over here on the right with the dots. That's what happens. Fog of War, they call it. Fog of War. Sounds pretty cool. Sounds like something out of a Sherlock Holmes movie. Anyway, 0-0 the score. Dark Knight coming up for some more epic spots. Artillery have indicated where they are ready to fire. Get some more assisted damage. Brings the assisted damage up to nearly 3,000 hit points. EBR with his mark of excellence on his EBR 105. He knows what he's doing in this thing. Don't worry about that. EBR specialist, would you call him that? Maybe, sometimes. An absolute champion of 1AR, that's for sure. 0-0 the score. Just under 10 minutes left on the clock. Looks like 1AR making a move over there on the eastern side. You can see the T95 FV, the Chieftains on the east, pushing the Chieftains on the central hill, kicking back, waiting for a Dark Knight to spot those tanks yet again. Some of those Chieftains on VAM's team have taken some damage. Dark Knight picks up some more assisted damage, up to nearly 4,000 hit points of assisted damage now, just by driving around and doing jumps and making it look pretty cool in the EBR. Have a look at it. It's a pretty good looking tank. I reckon it is anyway. The score still 0-0. The push happening on the, not a massive push on the east though, just the one IS4 and 2 Chieftains, but Power Slide in his EBR over there in the east, keeping an eye out so they know that they're not pushing into an overmatch. Power Slide copped a big hit there in his EBR, takes him down to 545 hit points. And Dark Knight continuing to doing a great job spotting the middle hills of Himmelsdorf and helping his teammates do more damage. 4,500 assisted damage now. Patience is a virtue. Just continuing to keep the pedal to the metal in the EBR 105. Just keep it moving, making it harder and harder for himself to get spotted. It looks like the enemy EBR's gone for him. He shoots him once and rams him, gets the ram kill on the enemy EBR. That's Rovit. I've met Rovit. Really nice bloke. I'm not sure what happened there. Probably thought, rightio, let's go for it. At the same time as 1AR went their push, it looks like Rovit went his push, and unfortunately he came out second best on that occasion. 674 damage done by Dark Knight. One kill. It's the only kill in the game so far. Let's see if he gets any more. 5,749 hit points of assisted damage, and always looking towards the other EBR. Thinks about it. Thinks about going for it. Decides against it. Assisted damage goes up to over 6,000 hit points now. 3-0 the score. 1AR versus VAM. VAM having a great time on the global map, as is 1AR. Sitting third when I record this, and look, hopefully we'll finish third. Who knows? We might finish second. You never know. Anything can happen in World of Tanks, and it usually does. 3-0 the score. Looks like maybe Dark Knight and Power Slide are swapping positions. No, or he's just gone over there just to have a bit of a look, just to check out the hit points, just to say, how you going over there, fellas? No problems whatsoever. Voice comms will be happening. They'll be talking about it. The callers will be saying, all right, what are we going to do? We've won this eastern side. They're going to clear out those medium tanks. There's also those chieftains on the hill, which are currently not lit, but we know they're there. They wouldn't have moved too far, I wouldn't think. Master Sergeant Big Joe, as well as Von the Burglar, with another chieftain that I can't quite see up there in the middle. Hitman up there in the middle, and now Dark Knight coming around the back. He spots the artillery. We know what it's like when Artie's up. Artie's up, fella, shoot him. He's on 34 hit points. There's another chieftain back there at the base. Auto aims and shoots, bounces, cops a couple of shots from the chieftain, from the object 140. 6,160 assisted damage, 1,132 damage done. He's got to keep moving though, because he's on 281 hit points. One shot for pretty much any tank on the enemy team, but he's still fast. It hasn't affected his speed. He's getting the hell out of dodge as that assisted damage racks up to over 7,000 hit points. Watch out for the bridge. Oh no, I would have crashed into the bridge. 10-0 is the score as the chieftains do a great push in the middle and from the east, cleaning up the enemy chieftains. 11-0 now. Can we go a clean sweep? That's what we're talking about. And we mentioned missions towards the end of the last battle. The missions for provinces, it's basically it's damage, kills, and all that kind of stuff. And battles won, of course. So that's how you get your missions done, and the epic amount of golds and all that kind of cool stuff. 13-0. Dark Knight kicking back now. He's probably a bit tired. He's on 2 kills, 7,399 assisted damage. Now he's just going to farm a few shots into the side of these 277s with a little bit of luck. 14-0 the score. T-Rack goes in, the star of the last Clan Wars battle, and Dark Knight just making sure he's not going to be the only one to die. 15-0. Was 15-0, but well played to VAM. It looks, the scoreboard doesn't reflect how tight that battle really was. I reckon it was a pretty good game anyway. Let's have a look at the result before we move on to the next one. That was Dark Knight. Dark Knight LOL from 1AR Clan. What a champion in the EBR. He had a great time. He loves it. He loves the EBR. He spotted all those tanks. He got all that assisted damage. Over 8,000 assisted damage. 1,166 damage. 2 kills. 8,305 assisted damage. There you go. Who said EBR drivers are not valuable? They are. If you keep the EBR alive all game, you'll have a great time. Power Slide got some assisted damage as well, and looks some good. Again, a good spread of damage from 1AR. Focus firing, working together, having a great time on the global map. If you're thinking about joining, link will be down below. There's Discord. There's a clan website. There's everything. Now, this game is going to be pretty quick, so don't blink, whatever you do. This is Mecha Wombat from 1AR Clan in the T57 Heavy. Now, the T57 Heavy might be an odd choice for Himmelsdorf. Who knows? Now with the old replays, the mini-map always shrinks. Looking at 1AR's lineup in this one. Did I get a game in this one? Doesn't look like it. We've got 4 Mousers, Dorky Dave, Master Sergeant Big Joe, Schultzy and Was in the big Mousers. We've got some 277s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 277s, a couple of T57 heavens. T57 heaven? T57 heavy tanks, the 4-shot auto-loading American heavy tank. And just the 2 Chiefs, Doomy and stewiejp, no relation. Now the 2 T57s, I think I know what they're going to do. They're going to work together here. And between the 2, it's a 4-shot autoloader, 120mm gun, 400 alpha damage, 258mm of penetration with standard, 340 with heat, which is premium in this bad boy. The T57s moving to the western side of the map. This is 1AR versus CNZC. I don't know much about CNZC, China PLA. They seem to play quite well. That's all I can say. And I don't want to brag, but we've beaten some pretty good clans this season. Mecha Wombat and Upside Down Smile, both in their T57 heavy tanks, and you can see they're going to be working together to that potential 8 shots of damage. And here it goes. 1 into the side of the Kranwagen, 2 into the side of the Kranwagen, 3 for the kill, and he's only taken 1 shot of damage. He's got one bullet left in his clip. Is he going to fire it, or is he going to pull back and reload? He's pulling back and reloading. The thing with the the T57 heavy is the full clip reload time isn't too bad. Same as a Kranwagen, I guess you could say. 1 zip the score. Mousers are down south. T57's sort of in this middle road where this southwestern fight looks like it's going to happen, with the flexibility to turn either left or right, I guess, depending on where the fight happens. Shoots the Amarak of the Object 279E. That was with a standard round, folks. Don't worry about that. Tries to do it again in the Object 140. There's a 277. He's got 1 bullet left. Will he get another kill? He does. That's 3 kills in 2 clips. Pulls back, blocks a shot from the Object 140, which he'll be pretty happy about. Pulls back behind the mouse. Dorky Dave doing a great job there, blocking for the T57 heavy tanks as Mecha Wombat is on the reload. 3 kills, 3,500 damage done. And look out, looks like he's nearly loaded again, ready for another 4 bullets of absolute awesomosity. They turn the 277 on his side, and he's like, he'll be going, what the hell is this? Is this 1AR shenanigans? Mecha Wombat puts one into his lower plate, shoots him again. Now, realising that the 277 isn't really the threat, puts a couple into the 60 TP, but they don't all go through, so he pulls back, waits for the reload again. 3 kills, 4,355 hit points of damage done. 11-2's a score. Cops a shot from the PZ camp, Wanger number 7, up there at the top of the 3 line, and moves to relocate that tier 10 German heavy tank with the big gun. Can't hurt him. 12-2 the score. 1AR versus CNZC on Himmelsdorf, and he's waiting. Oh, this will be a snipe and a half if it works. RNG doesn't favour Mecha Wombat on that shot, but it's okay. He's still got 3 bullets left. Down goes the PZ Kampfwagen 7, or whatever the hell it's called, and that just leaves the cranny. Will he get there in time? I don't know. 12-2. I think it might be 15-2 in a minute. Yes, it is. GG. Not bad 1AR. Not bad at all for that result. Mecha Wombat, you legend in the T57 heavy. Not just Mecha Wombat though, it was a pretty good team effort. And when you play clans that are doing well, we saw some good things from CNZC throughout the season. Sometimes they play really, really well. Sometimes they get outplayed by the best clan in the universe. 1AR Himmels. Have I got the right screen up? Yep, I think I have. There it is. Another good spread of damage there. 4K, 4 and a bit K from Mecha Wombat, 3.5 from the other 2 T57, upside down smile, and all the Mousers and 277s doing their bit as well. As you would expect on a map like Himmelsdorf. Clan boosters are a thing, even though it's Clan Wars, it still made 100,000 credits. Nothing wrong with that. Clan boosters every night at 1AR. What a pack of legends at level 10 Clan Wars. Let's move on to our 4th and final replay in this 1AR Clan Wars extravaganza. That's right, 4 replays in one video. Who would have thought? This time, it's 1AR versus Kings. Kings have renamed. They're now called Fitty Clan. Shout out to them as well. They're having a great time on the global map as well. This time, stewiejp, ace caller, absolute legend, community contributor. Check him out. His links will be down below as well. And he's in the Chieftain. And hello, stewiejp's a Chieftain as well. Look out. You might see some awesomosity from me in this game. Who knows? 4 Object 277s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Chieftains, a couple of 9.0s, EBR 105, and 2 Conch GCs, British artilleries. Very clear what his intention is. Intention here is go up to C1. I do this in randoms all the time. C1, that's where it all happens. On, what's it called? Serene Coast. And it's going to be, looks like it's going to be a focus fire exercise going straight up to C1. Stewie JP cops that unlucky shot there. I blame the caller. 1 zip the score. They're all coming up. Look at all these beautiful shiny chieftains up there and getting ready. Looks like Stewie JP'd. No relation. No relations. Imitation is the most sincere form of flattery. Cops a couple of shots from the enemy team, puts one into the enemy chieftain. Now you can see Kings have bought a few chieftains as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that we can see so far. A 140, down goes one of the chieftains, Bosnich, and that brings the score up to 2 zip. This is going to be fast and furious here, I reckon, as well. Down goes another one. Now we're 3 zip. 3 zip on, what's it called? Serene Coast. One into the side of Geordie Bray. Brings his damage up to 1175. 4 zip the score, rolling forward all these chieftains. And this is why people like chieftains. One goes down. What? That was. Am I the first to die? Who sent a replays of me being the first to die? Well, we'll bring this up at the next clan meeting. Don't worry about that. 4-1 the score. Stewie JP, no relation, executive officer, absolute gentleman, and all-round nice guy. In 1AR, calling the targets as they fly down the 3-4 line on Serene Coast. Loses some hit points, but it doesn't matter. You only need 1 hit point. He's still on 405, which is 404 more than he needs. The Conch GC goes down, as does one of the chieftains. This chieftain goes for the Rams. Stewie JP cops another shot. He's down to 71 hit points. Uses the undulation, that's a big word, undulation of the land to get hull down. Puts one into the Object 140, 7-3 the score. The 907 over there in the east. Keeping an eye on that flank, but the main battle happening over here in the northwest part of Serene Coast. Doesn't quite time that shot well, but you can't blame him for that one on 71 hit points. 70 more than you need. Could have been 60 more than you need. Who knows? 10-4. Is the score. Focus fire going on. The call will be calm down, fellas. Rightio, we're doing all right here. 10-4 is the score. They're back there. They're in hold down position, so we need to be a little bit careful. We do have 2 artilleries. The 2 artilleries could be being utilised to bomb the hell out of those hold down tanks. Sometimes they're a bit hard to penetrate when they're hold down, especially chieftains and super conquerors. That's the beauty of those tanks. Little Stewie, no relation. Stewie with a Y. Some people would say discounted Stewie. I'm not too sure, but he's cost a few clans. He's cost a few clans some victories. Don't worry. He's got a mark of excellence on his chieftain. Nothing wrong with that. And of course, the chieftain. Did I mention the gun? 119.38mm gun. 440 alpha, 322 penetration. That's premium. 270 with standard. Standard's also APCR. As looks like they're shooting the hold down super conqueror. They're doing quite well. Stewie JP kicking back here. Just looking at the map saying, right, what else do I need to do? 2 907s down there in the south. The EBR playing havoc with the 2 Conch GCs. And they'll be saying, Stewie JP tries to shoot the EBR in the south from a distance, and we all know it can be a little bit tricky to do that. He says to the heavy tanks in the north, you guys look after the north. I want to go and help these 9Os with this EBR because we know he's going to run away. They're quick. We saw how quick the EBR could be in some of the other replays. And Stewie JP trying to come back here to cut off the escape from the chieftain. The chieftain, the EBR. Down goes the EBR to the 9-0. 12-7 the score. That just leaves 3 British heavy tanks. 2 chiefs, 1 super conqueror, all up there in the north. He's pinging the map like a madman as he slowly comes back to the fight in the north. What's left on 1AR's team? A couple of 277s, a couple of 9-0s. Looks like the 9-0s might be going to attack from the east. The other heavies that are still got a few hit points, possibly attack from the west. And what's Stewie JP going to do? No relation. Community contributor, does Twitch, he does YouTube. Link down below. Check him out. Like, follow, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. He's going to attack from the south. There's my old mate Hyphen. Hyphen cops one into the side. And Hyphen will be saying, well, I'll go after this low health chieftain, which is exactly the right thing to do. Stewie coming around, trying to get hull down. Hyphen gets the kill on Stewie JP, but he's down to 198 hit points, which won't be enough. And he gets taken out by Melways in the 9-0, bringing the score up to 13-8. Stewie JP having a bit of a ripper in that one, and now it's just a case of taking the time. Artillery being taken out by the EBR, which is the right thing to do from Greta Ruenberg on King's Clan, or Fiddy now, I think they're called. 13-8 to score. Jezza's pretty clever. He'll get up here. He's got 1994 hit points. Get down in this little hold down position. Jump up, low health. Jezza up there saying, rightio, well I can shoot from here. And if they shoot me, it doesn't really matter because I'm on nearly 2,000 hit points. 13 at the score. Only 2 tanks to go. One of them is a Super Conqueror on 99 hit points. So Jezza's just rolling forward saying, don't worry, hold my beer. I've got this. 14-8. Good focus fire. In come the heavies. In comes Jezza with a G from the south, winding up the Chieftain on 1,400. Make that 1,100 hit points, and the DPM of a 9.0. And being outnumbered is just going to wind that one up. And a nice tidy win from 1AR, 15-8. Let's have a look at the result before we wind up today's video. And before we lose the voice, that was a win. Clan Wars versus Kings, now renamed to Fitty. Shout out to them. They're having a great time as well on the global map. And again, great spread of damage by what? stewiejp down the bottom. This is what we discussed this. We wouldn't do this anymore. You keep sending me replays where I do fuck all. Anyway, it's a team game. It's a team game. Only joking. stewiejp, you're a legend. Executive officer, ace caller. Really nice bloke as well. Look at that damage. High five. A massive thanks for the replays. 1AR, pack of legends. If you're thinking about joining a clan, application form's down. It's not a form, it's a link. But click the link. Think about applying. It's a good clan. I love it. I've been with them for ages, and a great bunch of people. 1AR, legends, join, get on board, all that kind of stuff. Kings, CNZC, VAM, and Daddy Clan. Thank you very much for the games. Thanks for the replays. Thanks for watching, everyone. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and all that kind of jazz. See you next time. Take care.